That's turn, and then if you just
The way that Rohit Sharma's developed that reverse sweep, you wouldn't say it would necessarily be it's a strength of his, but he's gone to it. This is the wicket for play. Saw it was the RCB game. It was a game that they chased down 170 plus. Probably a little bit drier than what we saw the other night. Maybe just a few of those slower deliveries might hold in as the night goes on, as the ball gets a little bit older, but still a beautiful batting wicket here.
bang on. I think once it gets a little older, I'll just stick into the surface. Just hold up a bit. A little more protection for the spinners now, or for the bowlers now. More fielders outside the 30-meter circle. So batters will have to think. There's a fair, strong breeze blowing. He read it well. He read the ball well. And that's why he played it so late.
सभी लोग जल्दी से लाइव आ जाइए.
Almost played it off the wicket-keeper's gloves between the two fielders there. Good placement as well. Yes, he picked it. That's what he mentioned to Rohit Sharma. So get ready to spin, shop and win with a Tata New Power Play where there's always more. Gets away with it. 7 gone, 64 for the loss.
मैं जीत गई. मारी खाएगी. मारी जाएगी? कौन मारी जाएगी? अरे मारी. शिकारी? किसने दी सुपारी? देख, पड़ेगा भारी. पार्ले मारी खाएगी क्या? पार्ले मारी. तो ऐसे बोल ना.
जब चाहिए हमारी तो बोलो पार्ले मारी. पड़ेगा भारी. जब जियो होम पे डेटा है धन धनाधन. देखो टीवी चैनल्स, ओटीटी एप्स, खेलो अनेक गेम्स और टीवी को बनाओ कंप्यूटर.
जियो होम से पिता डेटा छप्पर फाड़ के.
जियो होम, जियो होम.
Buy a promotional Hell Energy drink, register, upload the code from the Open tab, and stand a chance to win. Details at www.winwithhell.in.
15, 16 playing for Mumbai, 15 playing for Mumbai, 16 India. Something, that interests everybody. Who is young, who there comes into the main board. Indian good tonight as well. New game, new opposition. Expectations with a triple. But luckily at that age, you don't feel the pressure. Far too young, he feels. Just want to play the next ball.
How's that for a shot? Rohit Sharma and him in the background, outstanding.
Well, that's a fine shot. You find the fielder, and it was a little finer. It's so important you get your angles right.
Mugwell into the attack. He's a former Mumbai Indian player. Picked up 5 for 5 in the elimination final a couple of years ago. Outstanding 2023. Didn't get that many opportunities last season, so this is his first game for the Rajasthan Royals. Skinny type bowler, looks to attack the stumps and some nice variations as well.
He looked to bowl wicket to wicket. Akash Thakur.
मैं नहीं चलूँगा.
Target the stumps. Mixes on his left.
It might be where the mitts for hand zone come from. moving around the crease to be able to put some pressure on the line from all these bowlers looking to accelerate. Actually, it's got some civil engineering around the project site, bowling, shadow bowling. But your Sunny Yield and shadow batting up and down the street, no doubt.
Bowlers were shadow bowling and thinking of how to bowl to him.
The Barnett package Sharma started off and then it was joined. And they made a good opening there. First couple of matches, they didn't get too many runs. Sharma wasn't able to get the ball to the position that he wanted. Now he's holding his body position, body shape as they say. And he's that much more efficient.
So 10 coming off that over, 8 gone, 74 for the loss.
आपसे सीखकर म्यूचुअल फंड्स में एसआईपी शुरू की थी, लेकिन कभी कभी अपडेट्स देखकर मेरा मन में लगता है अपने मन को बोल म्यूचुअल फंड्स के रहने का गेम है.
पानी का प्रॉब्लम है. मैं तो कपड़े से 2 बार छान कर देती हूँ. सर का कपड़ा हटाना है तो पहले
वायरस और बैक्टीरिया को निकालता है.
एक्वागार्ड पानी से
Streets in the compound of the buildings that we stayed in. And actually that tennis ball, of course, not cricket ball, tennis ball, cricket as they say. Jackson on the free. That is perhaps reading what the bowler is going to do. The first ball was bowled at 86 kilometers per hour. That was obviously Rohit read that it was going to be 50 minutes away, ready for that shot. It was a deep square leg. He wasn't going to be anywhere close to stopping that ball. So this is smart cricket. This is what experience is all about.
All of a sudden, the finally go.
देखो ये रहा मेरी मौसा जी मेरा
Best start for the Mumbai Indians. The opening pair was a question mark, not tonight. Here's the My 11 Circle chant moment. It started with a love for the game, and now Rakesh Parmar from Gujarat is a proud My 11 Circle mega contest winner. You too join the circle now. They've put those doubts at rest. The best opening start. Rickleton batting well, striking the ball nicely. 160 plus Rohit Sharma. 6,000 runs in T20s for Mumbai Indians. They have set a launch pad, and a strong batting order to follow is not the best news for the Rajasthan Royals bowlers. Wants to change the direction in which he bowls. Goes round the wicket, Kumar Khan. Outstanding shot, quick on the feet. He talks so much about feeling nervous by being out there with Rohit Sharma and this Mumbai Indian side, but he's not showing any nerves now. He looks like he's at home. Just punished that change delivery. He's been so good in these last few games, and just the way that he's been able to accelerate. He's actually been the aggressor in terms of that opening partnership now.
And one can understand that as well. Look, it's not easy to come from pitches in South Africa and start to get your timing right. A lot of times you think that the ball is going to come onto your bat a little quicker like it does in South Africa or in Australia. So a lot of the overseas batters take a little time to get set. Get set as far as the pace of the Indian pitches is concerned. It's 90 for no loss after 9.
जब जियो होम पे देता है धन धनाधन, देखो टीवी चैनल्स, ओटीटी ऐप्स, खेलो अनेक गेम्स और टीवी को बनाओ कंप्यूटर.
जियो होम जब देता डेटा छप्पर फाड़ के.
जियो होम, जियो मोर.
मैजिक से मारी खाएगी. मारी जाएगी? कौन मारी जाएगी? अरे मारी, शिकारी. किसने दी सुपारी? देख, पड़ेगा भारी. पार्ले मारी खाएगी क्या? पार्ले मारी. तो ऐसे बोलना।
जब चाहिए हो मारी तो बोलो भाग ले मारी, वरना पड़ेगा भारी, जंजीर में जाए।
विमल में गुलिस्तान के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ मिले तो जी लगता है। विमल, बोलो जुबान की
that he has in the first 10 overs. He has rotated all his bowlers. The development of Ryan Rickleton, the consistency as we've been talking about. Look at those numbers. A half century early on in the tournament. That was against Kolkata Knight Riders. 60 not out. He can get there and better it tonight. That's an extra. We'll have to re-bowl that. You might have a discussion with the keeper, Akash Mandwal.
Yes, I think he was inquiring of the keeper whether the ball glanced the pads. Look at the ball, the Yorker going just a little bit down the leg side, and that is what he was looking at. What does the wicket keeper think? Did it brush the pads?
Bold, better length, better line.
Got to a slightly slow start, but just accelerated the back end of that power play. Strength through the offside, through the leg side as well. He's so good at picking up length, and that naturally comes with the wicketkeeper.
प्लीज़ चैनल को लाइक करते रहिए,
Like
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी कर लीजिए जो अगर नए सब्सक्राइबर हों।
taking on all that information.
A little bit of indecision. One resulting in a two.
Sometimes there is excitement in the field to have a shy of the stumps. So an extra run resulting in that effort to throw hard at the stumps, see what happens.
Always the blame goes to the fielder on the boundary. You know, across the boundary rope, that's what you say. Those little measurements are from the coaches around that backing up and where the error had.
They would want to stop the single. He's bowled a good over so far, barring that wide, the very first delivery that he bowled. He's provided that consistency or that hope for Riyan Parag, his captain, in the middle overs. This spell is going to be critical for the Rajasthan Royals bowlers.
It is because they've got off to a flying start at Mumbai Indians, 94 already in the 10th over. He's bowling his Yorker as well, and which is the reason just 4 runs so far of the first 3 deliveries.
Yeah, that's the firepower to follow for the Mumbai Indians. Will Surya Kumar Yadav get a promotion ahead of Will Jacks, who was the player of the match in the last game? Concern for the bowlers. 21% has been a fuller length area where they've dominated or tried to focus the seam bowlers. Add that one to the 21%.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Manwal. Bang under the bat. Even Rohit Sharma can't do anything with it. Look at that Yorker. Brilliant Yorker. Absolutely top class.
कैमरा बढ़िया है यार, मजा दिया होगा।
At the end of the match for a big win, apply for a Rubik credit card right now and unlock some really cool exclusive offers.
Yes, and I think this is the thing about T20 cricket. Just a little offline like what he was this time around, and it's cost him a boundary. Maybe it was on the stumps, it might not have been able to go to the boundary.
Nice over for the Mumbai Indians. 99 without loss at the end of 10.
एक बात बता, तूने आमिर 11 ज्वाइन किया, रणबीर 11 वो क्या है बस रणबीर कुछ ज्यादा ही हैंडसम है, उसके साथ में थोड़ा भी क्या प्रॉब्लम, बट आपके साथ वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
आपकी टीम में कौन? ड्रीम 11। इस खेल में आदत लगना है, आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
Your walls are just OMG. Which paint?
नया बिरला ऑफिस
जो पहले से चल रहा है वही लगाना था ना।
नया बिरला ऑफिस पेंट्स बहुत ही चमक से बचाता है। See?
जो पहले से चल रहा है
वो इनको जमाने से कुछ करते दो। आप चुनो नया बिरला ऑफिस पेंट्स। Given his IPL career so far, economy of 10. He wants to better it. They haven't had the best of the middle phase as a bowling unit for Rajasthan Royals. 9.8. The economy in the middle overs 7-15, 7-16, which doesn't boast of a good record. It's not the best, it's absolutely the least amongst the other 9 teams as a bowling unit. Akash Bhagwan and a
क्या करेंगे आप?
मसीला मोबाइल है ना, देखो उसमें लाइव चला है कि नहीं, यूट्यूब चलाओ।
Changes, alterations, because I know Rohit Sharma has been a purple patch. Not that there was any doubt about his credentials, as it was just about coming up back in amongst those runs and with that strike rate, 144. But in the last 4 matches, 163 as a strike rate. They're concerned about the next 10 overs, the bowlers and the captain Riyan Parag.
Riyan Parag has just got 4 wickets in the IPL. The economy rate is 10, which isn't bad considering the IPL is played when the outfields are dry, fast, the pitches are good. 100 partnership coming for the Mumbai Indians. Rickleton dominating, but Rohit Sharma not too far behind.
The intentions are absolutely clear. Muscle the ball down and down. And Rohit Sharma, absolutely brilliant. The deck of space has no doubt him at the top, but the way he's been able to hit through and over that offside field has been real class tonight. Obviously, Nick Hawkes splattering the boundaries through the offside and through the leg side, and you know that Rohit Sharma's at his absolute best. They haven't given him those short deliveries that he's been so good at pulling into the stand. He's just been class tonight. And second fiddling away, even though he's still striking at 153.
And that's the thing about Rohit Sharma. There's no ego about Rohit Sharma. You see that so often, even when playing for India. It's always what is good for the team. So if Rickleton is scoring runs, Sharma is very happy to take a back seat. Paris to follow, whether Surya Kumar takes a promotion ahead of Jackson HBC.
They'll feel like there's a little opening here. They're sort of relying on a mistake, the Rajasthan Royals, from these batters. Rickleton is very much looking to sweet slot that into that mid-wicket boundary, so it'll be the importance in terms of pace here for Parag. Does he just look to go flat and hard at the stump and force it underneath the battle? Does he give him a little bit of air and say, I'm going to hope for that top edge into that boundary area? He's playing the spin well here, Rickleton, at the moment.
Bold. Possibly he saw him. The intention of Ryan Rickleton to back away and capitalize on the leg side. The keeper is just suggesting stay to your strength, Ryan.
Power and elegance. It's a heady combination and the range of shots which makes the bowler's hair go grey pretty quickly. Killing to his half century with a boundary.
I love that pace, the change of pace. Sharma's under that over 100 mark. 108 was his first delivery in terms of speed. We've seen up to 110. And so much of the conversations at the moment around spin bowling, we'll see it from Will Jacks, is the traditional nature of someone that gets up and over and spins the ball versus that defensive flat bowler. A lot of support from the team and appreciation on the sideline. We look to be a little bit more braver and take it off. We'll just bowl defensively and fast again.
And the focus right now is just to stay away from the hitting out for Ryan Rickleton. Savai Man Singh Stadium, excellent playing area. The support for the team is there, and tonight being a big promise match for the Royals. They want their team to win. They haven't tasted success so far. So good for the deliveries that has been targeted at the stumps. He's played to his strength. Rohit Sharma has capitalized.
It's just a little bit slower, those deliveries a little bit wider, maybe slightly holding in the wicket. It's why you see that previously those deliveries were going through the extra cover, now slightly a little bit straighter. Just that older ball getting a little softer and worn out as well. It's one of those things I think in this wicket, with the older ball and it's slowly slowing in the wicket, it is going to be harder coming in.
And therefore, it's the old adage. Batter misses, the ball hits 116 for 1, 61 to wicket.
एक बात बता, तूने आमिर 11 ज्वाइन किया, रणबीर 11 को क्यों नहीं? वो क्या है ना सर, रणबीर कुछ ज्यादा ही हैंडसम है, उसके सामने थोड़ा फीका पड़ जाता है, पर आपके साथ वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। क्या बोल? आपकी टीम में कौन? ड्रीम 11। इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
Surya Kumar Yadav. 427 runs. He's the leading run getter for the Mumbai Indians. And piling them at a strike rate of 169. Why would you not want to send him at this stage for the Mumbai Indians? 100. They assess the conditions and capitalize.
जब जियो होम पे डेटा है धन धनाधन, देखो टीवी चैनल्स, ओटीटी ऐप्स, खेलो अनेक गेम्स और टीवी को बनाओ कंप्यूटर।
जियो होम जब डेटा छप्पर फाड़ के।
जियो होम, जियो होम।
विमल ने गुलिस्तान के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ बोले तो जी होता है।
Wonderful foundation that is set with a lot of power to come. And I suppose Anjan Chopra and Matthew still always aware that, for example, Pakistan was chased down 209, he organized a very quick time, so Patrick was eager to make sure just the chance.
आलू माश कर लो मासी कौन है
We're on air.
बढ़िया बनाएगी ना वाशी वाले से
Said, is this going to be the
मशहूर
day?
बड़ी बना है
The combination of
ये वाला ट्रैक इसलिए ज्यादा गर्म नहीं है
come off today has done before this at the stumps. He was eyeing off the onside boundary for some time.
पता है ना
You're talking about them dovetailing each other right and
मोबाइल कहाँ है वो वाला
players. They've got half centuries to both of them, but they haven't got them together. Tonight was different, and it's to that foundation that you spoke so highly of before.
He gets added to Ryan Parag's list in the IPL. And Nick van der Waals. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
मैं जीत गई अरे मारी शिकारी किसने दी सुपारी देख पड़ेगा भारी मारी तो ऐसे बोलना
चाहिए